There are tons of videos showing how to sell ornaments on Etsy, but none of them show these. The ornaments I'm about to reveal are completely overlooked, but packed with potential. Last Q4, personalized ornaments brought in over 50K in sales per month for some sellers on Etsy. Hey, if you're new to the channel, my name is Robert Balaz, and in this video, I'm going to be going through a step-by-step tutorial on a very specific type of personalized ornament that literally nobody else is talking about. I myself sold mainly ornaments in Q4 of 2024 and was actually able to generate over 140K in revenue just in Q4 alone. While most Etsy tutorials just rehash the same ceramic ornaments, I'm going to walk you through fresh, unique ornament types that are still under the radar. These are the kind of products that can help you stand out in a saturated market, get you ranking fast so that you can see real progress and sales in Q4. So first off, let's go ahead and look at exactly what ornaments I'm talking about. All right, so first off, I'm going to walk you through Printify, which is a supplier that sells ornaments, but also a bunch of different other product types. So if we head over to the catalog and we go to Home and Living and Ornaments, as you can see, they have a bunch of ornaments here. Now, before we move on, most people are going to recommend Printify as their supplier for ornaments. However, stay with me here. I have another supplier that offers way more options and has way better pricing as well. So first off, I'm going to show you what's available on Printify. So as you can see here, Printify has your standard ceramic ornaments, right? They have a metal plaque ornament, they have acrylic ornament, glass ornament, metal ornament, and so on, right? That's basically what they offer. They also offer a crystal glass ornament, but if we go into here, we can see it's located in China, and if we go to provider info, shipping, we can see that United States will take 7 to 15 business days, so quite a long time. Heading back, yeah. So as we can see, it is quite a generic choice or option or portfolio. It's not the best. They're all very generic. And those are the ornaments that Printify offers. Now, if we head over to the other supplier I'm talking about, the supplier I'm talking about is called Merchize. Now, Merchize is a Vietnam-based supplier, but the cool thing is they have amazing prices and faster shipping time than, for example, China. Now, they're not going to be as fast as if they were US based, but they are still they're good enough, essentially, right? So if we go to products and we go to Home and Living and go to Ornaments, we can see they offer a ton of different product types. They have, if we look at this one, first one here, hologram shaker ornament, right? Very, very unique. Now this looks to be a multi-layer ornament that can be made in a special shape, right? It says here, 3 layers of acrylic, custom shape design, printing on both the top and bottom layers, broken glass hologram or stall hologram effects on the top layer, and then there's different sizes as well. We can see pricing here, 4.25, 5.5, 6.5, and 9.24 for the different sizes, right? And as we can see here, they have an average estimated shipping time for the US of 4 to 7 business days, which is not bad. As we can see here, you can see the shipping price for a broken glass hologram. It differs from size to size, but we can see the smallest size is $5.49, then $6.45, $49, then $7.5, right? So as you can see, you can now start to see that prices are much cheaper. Now, if we go back to their portfolio here again, we can see they offer a ton of different types of ornaments. And I have actually done an unboxing of 4 different ornament types from Merchize. I'll have that link down below in the description, or you can go to my channel and check it out. That actually shows the physical ornament so you can get a taste for what they can actually provide. So here's one of the ones that I got a sample for. It's a custom shape, a layered acrylic mirror ornament. And you can choose different colors for the acrylic. Oh, it doesn't show up here, but Essentially, this is 2 layers of acrylic and it can be customized into a special shape. So as you can see here, this one looks different than this one, but it's the same ornament type. You can get the 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, 2-inch, right? So if you get the 3-inch, it costs $3.55 only, and shipping is another, what is it here? US shipping, $5.49, right? So very, very nice. And I unboxed this exact one. Another one I ordered is this one, and I actually sold a ton of these last year. So this is the one I'm going to be walking you guys through, the glass ornament. It's a very, very good product. Now, if we compare with the ones that were on Printify, the glass ones, okay, first off, we can compare with this one, right? It's a glass ornament. It's offered, the supplier is Printed Mint. If we go to provider info, the Printify premium price, let me see here, for one piece is $11.67 US for the production. Then you have shipping, which is another $5.69, right? So it's over $15 just to produce and ship it. If we go here, it costs us $4 and it costs us $5.49 to ship, right? So we're looking at $9 versus $15 or $16. That is essentially what will make and break your Etsy shop. This profit margin is exactly what you need to be able to see. Because if we are looking at how much can we sell these for, I found this Etsy shop here. It's called Personalize. If we click on the first one here, they have a display price of $12.59. But if we go here, it says that's for a blank ornament, right? So they're using a technique to show a lower display price. Not a huge fan of that, but if we go here to choose photo, it costs $25.98. Photo and text, $26.98. And if we analyze this listing, we can see that this listing is actually sold 1,663 times. And it's been on Etsy for 22 months. That means the pricing of this is good, right? Because it's selling. Now, you're not going to have a lot of sales now because we're looking at August right now. But this just goes to show $26.98, and you can price the shipping, right? So if we see here, do they have a shipping price? I normally would charge $5.99 for shipping. So think about it, $26.98 plus $5.99, and you're paying $9 for it. The profit margins are huge. That is the whole reason to start selling from Merchize. And they have a bunch of other ornaments to look at as well. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to be walking through this one. Now they have the circle 3-inch and the heart as well. So for this, it costs the same. And you can essentially choose what you want to design for. So how you would go about designing this is essentially you would go to download mockup and template first off. And we would go to the glass ornament PSD and download that. So I've downloaded the file that they provide, and I've made already a template 1000 by 1000 pixels because I know the design size needs to be that based off the PSD file. So if I drag and drop the PSD file into Canva, I can now add it to the Canva. So here it is. As you can see, it's showing 1000 by 1000 pixel. That's exactly what we've done. So we're actually going to go ahead and delete all of this information here. We don't need this. We don't need that. What we do need is these. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this page, delete the top layer, and on this one, I'm going to delete the bottom layer. So now we can see we have a template for our designs, essentially, right? So this is the circle one, this is the heart one. So basically, we want to make sure that our design is within these borders so that it shows up nicely and it fits everything nicely. So if we go ahead and go back to this one here, right? Essentially, this is a photo and it says, "We love you, Grandpa, David, Andy," whatever, right? So, okay, if we want to replicate this, then we can go ahead and let's just say we want to find a family photo. Type in family photo in search here in Canva, see all. Let's just see family photo. Say we choose this one and we want to remove the background. And boom, there we have a photo. Let's say we want to keep it in color, right? Just for the purposes of this video. Make sure it's centered. And what was this one showing? This was showing names. Let's just say first Christmas as a family of 4, or if we say first Christmas in our new home or something like that, right? So we add a text box and we go first Christmas in our new home. And let's change the font. Let's go with something like, I don't know, let's go with something like that. Oh. Let's say we want that text there. First Christmas in our new home. Let's just say we want to add an address. So let's go ahead and duplicate and change the font to like a, how does that look? Let's go with something like that. Let's just say we say 726 Sumas Drive. Sumas Drive. And we use this again. And we change to the Smith family. And we go with 2025, something like that. Now this is just a quick thing I'm making here. So essentially we would then remove that, and that's what we have. There's our file for the ornament, right? We were in the lines, everything looked good. So now what we want to do is we want to actually make a mock-up for this design. But before we move on here, if you guys really do want to commit and make money on Etsy in Q4 and do that with ornaments, I have affiliate links to both Printify and Merchize. If you decide to use Printify, totally fine by me. If you decide to use Merchize, totally fine by me. But please use my links. This really helps out the channel. It's no extra cost to you. And yeah, I would really, really appreciate it. So essentially you use my links, sign up. Merchize is completely free. That means you won't pay a dime until you actually sell something and put in your order through Merchize. So it's really a win-win. Now, as I mentioned, I have used Merchize personally a lot, and I've sold a lot of things on Etsy through Merchize. I really, really like their stuff. I like how unique they are. That is the whole reason I use them. So now, if we want to create a mock-up for this, right? So we have our file here that we're ready to download. We want to head back to, right? We went and clicked on the download mockup and template, and this is the page that popped up. So now we want to actually go to mockup and download the PSD file for this as well. Okay, now this is a little bit complex. Nobody else really talks about this stuff on YouTube. So I hope this is providing value for you. If it is, hit that like button. So we'll download that, and then we'll go over to a website called Photopea. Okay, this is a free website, and it's kind of like Photoshop, right? It's kind of like a light version of Photoshop. So we're going to drag and drop that file we just downloaded into Photopea, and you can see here that here is the actual ornament. Now, if you've never used Photopea before, that's why I'm showing this to you, okay? So on the right-hand side here, you can see artwork, and you can see a bunch of different options down here. So what we want to upload is our artwork in here. So we're going to go ahead and double-click this, okay? And we are going to then go over to Canva and download our file. So we're going to go to Share, Download, PNG, Transparent Background, current page, download, okay? So we're gonna go back to Photopea and drag our file into here. So after you've downloaded it, drag and drop it into here. And we're gonna just click this here so that the blue disappears. As we can see, it's transparent. We're gonna go ahead to File and Save Smart Object. And then after that's done, we're gonna exit out of this. And voila, there we go. There's our mock-up for the ornament. Now what we can do is, what's very cool here is there's different options here as well. So we can choose 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6, right? That's obviously not going to show up on the black background. Another cool thing you can do is if you wanted to add your own background to it, you can actually go to this one here and not that one. If you go to FX, let me see here. Background design, background, color fill, remove that, and voila, there you go. Now you can save this ornament here and put it on your background of choosing, right? Okay, let's just say we want to use this one here. We go to File, Export as, PNG, and Save. And that is essentially how you can use that as a mock-up for your listing. So coming back to Canva, we can download that there. And voila, there we go. We now have one mock-up for the Etsy listing. Now, keep in mind that ornaments, and the cool thing about ornaments is that essentially it's limitless as to what you can design for, right? The niches that do the best on ornaments are not just Christmas focused niches, right? They can be tons of different things. It could be first Christmas, right? It could be first Christmas theme that sells very, very well. You can do first Christmas in our new home, first Christmas as a family of 4, first Christmas as a family of 3, first Christmas for baby John, whatever it is, right? First Christmas, that's something that sells very, very well. Another thing you could target is, for example, milestones. So engagements, weddings, things like memorials, things like, yeah, tons of different things. That is the cool thing about ornaments, is it really is limitless and you can design for a bunch of different things. So how does one actually post the listing on Etsy? So essentially what you do is you would go to your shop and go to listings, add a listing, right? And you would first off add your category. So here we would do, for example, ornaments, and continue. And then we would have to choose if it's a physical item or a digital file. In this case, physical item. You choose who made it. I did, member of shop, another company or person. In this case, another company or person. What is it? A finished product, supplier tool to make things. It's a finished product. And when did you make it? It's made to order. And you would have to add your production partner here as well. So after you have essentially made the listing, added your production partner, then you're going to go ahead and add the title. Now, if you have, I'm not going to go into every detail here. I have SEO videos on my channel that you can go ahead and check out. But SEO basically is your title, your tags, all that stuff. So you would write your title in here, right? So let's just say custom first Christmas family ornament, whatever it is, right? Now, this is not good SEO, just so you guys know, okay? And then you would add your photos, right? So you would go ahead, make all your mock-ups and attach them here. So we can add up to 10 photos in one video. All right, so I've gone ahead and added the one photo that we made right there. You can also adjust the thumbnail. I recommend to always fill up the photos here with mock-ups that are relevant, that answer customer questions that they could potentially have, and also the video. So don't cheap out on this. Order a sample, make videos, be resourceful, right? People like products that actually look real, like it's coming from a real shop. So if you can make a video of the actual product, that is literally the best thing you can do. Description, obviously you're going to fill it out, what the product is, different things, right? How to order. Let's just say we filled that out. Pricing, let's just say we want to do $29.98, and quantity we'll put at 999, and you're going to want to add a SKU, right? So you're going to go to Merchize and add the SKU for the product so that Merchize knows it's coming from, it's their product, right? So you would add the SKU in here, whatever. You would add your variations. So you could say you wanted to offer shape, right? Because this also comes in a heart shape. So ornament shape, for example. And let's just say we want to do a heart, add, or a circle, add, and then done. And let's just say prices don't vary, SKUs, let's just say SKUs vary, applies, and then you're going to do a specific SKU for each one, right? So let's just say we have SKUs. And moving along, you added your print provider, you have your category. Attributes, you're going to fill out everything you can here. So materials, this is glass, right? So we're going to want to add that. We're going to want to add primary color. We don't really have one. Secondary color, don't really have one. Width, you can choose a unit. So inches, this is a 3 by 3 inch ornament. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to show all attributes. Depth, if we have that information, right? If we know how thick it is, you can add that as well. Sustainability, no. Holiday, Christmas, season, summer, winter, right? And then you can add tags. Again, I've gone into more detail on tags and all of this stuff in previous videos, so go ahead and check that out. But let's just say we add tags, add, you're going to fill out all 13 materials. You can also add glass, whatever. Moving along, shipping options, you want to add your shipping profile. Now, this is something you actually have to make yourself. So make a shipping profile based off the information that Merchize has, right? So it says 4 to 7 business days. I would probably tack on a little bit extra just to have some leeway. So 6 to 9 business days or whatever, right? Make sure you have a shipping option for that. And have your policies filled out, your shop sections, put it in whatever it is, put it in your ornament section. You can feature the listing at the top of your shop, and you can turn on or off Etsy ads. And automatic or manual renewal is essentially when the 4 months are passed on Etsy, essentially you can list it for 20 cents. And then when the 4 months are done, if the product hasn't sold, then it would have to be renewed. You can have on automatic or manual. I always have on manual so that I myself have to renew it so it doesn't just waste money. And essentially you would click on publish after that's all done, and your listing is literally live. So that is basically how you would make your products using Merchize, using their tools that they have, their PSD files, and basically stand out from the crowd, right? So again, if you are looking to actually capitalize on Q4 this year and make real money, just like I have last year and just how I'm going to be doing this year, check out Merchize, look at their ornaments. Ornaments sell insanely well in Q4. And if you need help doing this, I can help you, okay? I have established a system and I have a one-on-one coaching program that can help you actually get results as fast as possible. If you're interested in that, click the link below in the description. It's a video, explainer video of what I've done, what I can do to help you. And you can book a free call with me at the end of that video. And we can go ahead and basically map out your shop, take a look, and see if I can help you achieve results. Now, this can really be life-changing. So take action now. Do not wait. And let's go ahead and crush Q4 together.